Kלים Perik Yud Zayin, Mishnah Zayin. We now move on further to the next shear. So we've done a rimoin and a beitza, and now we're doing a groigris. A groigris, the translation is a dried fig. This shear isn't that common, not found that often in Shas. It's primarily used, min ha-Torah, you find it used for the shear of Hitzah on Shabbos. When you take oichlin out onto the street, onto Rosh Hashanah or Rosh Hashanah, where you carry 4 amos and Rosh Hashanah, there has to be a shear, how much oichlin you take in order to be chayiv midoraisa, and that shear is a groigris of oichlin. That's one of the shiurim which are halacha l'Moshe Sinai. The shear of groigris is also used midrabanon for the shear of eruvin. The assumption is by Chazal that the shear of 18 groigris is base seudos, and therefore when you make an eruv chatzeros or a shitufi mevoyos, another form of eruv chatzeros, you've got to have a groigris for each participant, up to a maximum of 18 groigris base seudos, and then it covers everybody. That's the shear with eruv chatzeros. With eruv techumin, it's much stricter. With eruv techumin, you actually need 18 groigris base seudos for every single participant. So in other words, you actually need a lot of food. If there's a lot of people, you need a whole hamper worth of food. Today there are special sort of halachic tricks they do in order to reduce the amount of food that you need. You can basically use some food called lifton when the shear can be reduced, but this is not the point of this Mishnah right now. But let's go back. So groigris is a shear used primarily for Shabbos, for Hitzah midoraisa, and for eruvin midrabanon. And how much is a groigris? It's somewhere between a beitza and a kazais. It's less than a beitza and bigger than a kazais. The halachas actually here are quite intricate, how we derive the shear of a groigris, all based on the various machlokas tanoim in the sukkah in eruvin. And the Mishnah is telling us, ki groigris she'amru, again, lo gedola v'lo katana, elo beinanis. It's the average groigris. And the maskana is, there are 3 views in the poskim as to how much a groigris is. It's either 0.3 of a beitza, or it's 1/3 of a beitza, or it's another number very close, 4/9 of a beitza. It's much less than half a beitza, and it's bigger than a kazais. Rabbi Udaim, he says, Hagdoilo sheb Eretz Yisrael, the big ones in Eretz Yisrael, he habeinanis shebim dinos. That's the average, that's the worldwide average. He's saying the worldwide average is equal to the big ones in Eretz Yisrael. It sounds like Eretz Yisrael has actually got its fruit are actually generally smaller, rendering its biggest one to be equal to the rest of the world's, the international average. And because that sort of places Eretz Yisrael in a bit of an unfavourable light, the Gaon actually says, the Gur says the other way around. He says, instead of saying Hakadoilo Sheb Eretz Yisrael, it should say Hakatana Sheb Eretz Yisrael, making Eretz Yisrael's fruits bigger than the rest of the world, which is what we would hope to see. So that's the groigris done, and the Mitzvah Shem we carry on Mishnah Ches, which is the big shear, the famous one, the shear of kazais.